As you watch this video now, you have got the most potential that you will ever have. You have the most energy in life that you will ever have. Because no matter how old you are watching this right now, you are the youngest you will ever be. Right now, in this present moment in time, as you watch this video, you have got the most amount of time you will ever have. And that's a fact. So whatever it is that you want out of life, whatever goal it is that you have got, the earlier you start, the better. If you start right now, that's the best. And I know that taking that first step can be difficult. And I know it can be difficult to commit to something and change your lifestyle totally and completely in order to obtain something that which you want. But it's now or never. Especially with I'm not a fan of New Year's resolutions myself, but the New Year's right around the corner. So now is good a time as any to get started and get going and take that first step. Now, when you first start on that journey, things can seem exceptionally difficult, and your old lifestyle, your old paradigm, your old way of living will try and pull you back. It will feel appealing to you in your mind at some point or another along the journey to go back to that old way of living that got you the results that you've presently got. So for example, if my routine is I work for 8 hours, go home, play Xbox, eat crap, and that's getting me the results of being lazy, fat, and not having no money, and I want to live a lifestyle where I am in shape, have plenty of money, and I'm not lazy, so I decide to change my lifestyle to work 12 hours doing overtime, going to the gym every single day or 6 days a week, and looking at what I'm eating and maintaining a healthy eating pattern. When I first start to live that second way that's going to reap me the results that I want, the other way seems more appealing, the other way seems more easy because it's what I'm used to, it's how I've lived my entire life, eating crap, doing nothing, and just relaxing all the time. So when I try to exert energy into something like the gym and watching what I'm eating and doing more work and all this, it can feel overwhelming, it can feel really difficult. But you must keep going and you must persist through all that, because it's as hard as it will ever get. That first part, it will just get harder and harder and harder, and then before you know it, it'll reach its pinnacle, it will reach its peak. And if you keep pushing up to that peak, it flattens off, levels out, and starts coming back down, and everything becomes easier. When you put in the work to obtain something, it is extraordinarily difficult at times. When you try to build muscle, it is hard at times. When you try to get a lot of money, it is going to be hard at times. But it is not a never-ending race. There is an end to it, even though you might not think that there is. Because it might be easy to obtain and accumulate muscle, for example, or money, or whatever it is that you're trying to do, even a skill like playing a guitar, whatever it is that you are trying to do. It'll be difficult at first to accumulate everything that you need. But to keep it is so much easier. To maintain it is so much easier. So if I spend all my time at the gym getting to my true genetic potential, getting as muscular as possible, it is going to be extremely difficult to put on that muscle and slap on extra pounds of muscle on a monthly basis or a yearly basis. But once I look in the mirror and decide, you know what, I'm really happy with what I've achieved there. I don't want to grow anymore. I'm happy with the way that it's at. That looks amazing. That's fantastic. At that point, my training is way easier. My eating is way easier. I'm not constantly bulking and cutting or trying to do anything crazy. It's just really easy to maintain. The same with money. If your goal is to be a millionaire, let's say you get 2 million, you just want 2 million, you think that will provide for you and your family and allow you to retire. It is extremely difficult to get it is extremely difficult to go from having nothing to accumulating that amount of money. But once you have that amount of money, say you put it in the S&P 500, let's say you get a 10% return on your money. It's more like 8%, but let's say 10% to make it easier. That's £200,000 a year that you can live off and keep the 2 million. You don't even have to touch the 2 million. So to obtain it in the first place, it is going to be difficult. But once you've got it, things get so much easier. So don't see this as a never-ending race. Don't see this as this is the rest of my life now. It's all about pain and it's all about hard working until the day I die. No, it will be like that for some period of time if you really do want to achieve something exceptional in life. But once you get there, it's not going to be like this forever. It does get a heck of a lot easier. I mentioned in a video a long time ago, over 100 videos ago I think, that once upon a time you struggled to tie your shoelaces. And now you just get up and you just don't even think about you doing it. You struggle to learn the alphabet, and now you can ABC like this note tomorrow. Things that were once difficult to learn or to understand or to comprehend or to do are not that way forever. Things do become a lot easier. So you might feel like you're giving it your all now, your maximum effort and exertion, and it might be really draining your batteries. It might feel like you can't possibly keep it up, but don't worry, because you don't have to keep it up, because you are going to reach the point at some point once you keep passing where it's just going to become easier. It doesn't continue to get harder and harder and harder and harder and harder, only if you keep pushing yourself to get more and more and more and more and more. But if you know that you're going to be satisfied with, say, 5 million and a really muscular physique and the ability to play in this, whatever it is that your dream or your goal is, if you know you're going to be happy once you obtain that, it's going to be so easy to keep it that way. So however you're feeling right now, however overwhelming it may be, however much effort you feel like you're exerting and it's not sustainable, that's okay. It doesn't have to be, because it's going to be so much easier to maintain, and it will level off and flatten out. So with all that being said, my friends, I'll catch you all in the next video.